Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very improvised edition of the Blockchain Developer Weekly Digest. As usual, I'm your host, George, and this week I have news from OpenZeppelin, a new tool for verification from chain security, and of course, news from Truffle. And without any further ado, let's get started. Of course, with Truffle. As usual, they have done a weekly release. This release pretty much includes a couple of enhancements and bug fixes. The most notable enhancement actually comes in the support for quorum, and now they're supporting the private for parameters, so you can use private transactions in quorum via Truffle. They have some improvements on how do you import um, global smart contracts installed globally on your system, and they have reverted their breaking change to the Truffle hardware wallet provider, and with this they have this is their latest release 5.015. And the other news comes from release candidate for OpenZeppelin 2.30. And there are a couple very interesting things that are going to be in this release. So first of all, they are introducing the Jordi Bellina's ERC777, or he was the one that actually proposed this standard. For those of you that don't know much about it, it's pretty much the next version of ERC20, where it behaves much more closely to Ethereum, or sending ETH, I should say. And it will require also usage of some proxies in order to keep the backwards compatibility for ERC20. But in general, this is a super cool improvement. This is a release candidate, so this has not yet been audited. So there is a call for audit on ERC777. So if you're auditor or want to know how this works, go ahead and take a look at the release candidate for ERC777. In addition, OpenZeppelin has included revert reason strings into all their contracts that were currently existing, and they have improved their documentation. And last but not least, there is news from chain security. They have released a new tool called VerX. And VerX, as the names might suggest, is pretty much functional verification of requirements tool, full functional verification of requirements tool. And so you can define your custom requirements, and you can use VerX to verify them so that you're sure you don't break things and it behaves the way that you want it to behave. So if you're into functional verification, do go ahead and test VerX. One last update comes from eth-owl. This is a paid service where you can subscribe for you to receive over a webhook any notification, any news towards your address. Well, now they're supporting also email address, or just sending you an email when when the transaction comes to your address, and all of this just costs 0.1 ETH for a year. And with this, pretty much this concludes my very improvised weekly digest. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click the thumbs up to this video, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @gspasov. See ya!